Alrighty then. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome, one and all. My name's Michael. I'm the Deadless Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition: Tyrant's Grasp, a conversion of the 1st edition adventure made for these wonderful and amazing Patreons who support the channel, keep the lights on, and let me do all these cool, crazy, fun things. Guys, say hello to the folks at home.
Hello,
hey everybody,
folks at home.
Folks at home.
So good to see you guys. I'm very, very keen to get into today's game, and yeah, have a bit of fun. Unfortunately, we do not have a few members today. A few people are away on vacation / convention stuff, so we will not be having Laura, Lucas, or Calindria joining us today. But that is okay, because we're in a little fun area. We're in like a quirky little space where our heroes will be required to use their wits and their guiles a little more than their combat stuff. Though, I do have a Cookiemon boss buff lying in wait, so not entirely without combat, but we'll deal with that in a minute. Anyway, before we kick off, we have some people to thank for bringing us the show today, and that is, of course, our lovely and amazing sponsors, the guys who help keep the lights on here at the Dead Aussie Gamer channel. First of all, we have Hero Forge for the wonderful art you can see on screen here, Fantasy Grounds for our virtual tabletop that we use, and Sirenscape for the beautiful sound effects you hear throughout the course of the game. If you like any of these things, be sure to follow the links and check those out. The affiliate code for Fantasy Grounds is only open for a limited time. It will be shut down because they're ending their affiliate program in the next few days. So if you have wanted anything Fantasy Grounds and you wanted to also support DAG at the same time, I mean, hey, consider using the link, but whatever. All right. Now, as always, we are playing a role-playing game, and that is, of course, a collaborative storytelling game in which my players take on the roles of the various heroes of the adventure, and I, the storyteller, shall embark them upon said quests, run NPCs, play villains, do all that stuff. But, of course, without the players, there is no drive through our adventure. So, guys, why don't you introduce yourselves and the characters that you're playing today, starting with our dear friend Matt from All Things Fantasy.
Hello everybody, as Dag said, I'm Matt from All Things Fantasy, and I play the Knight Logros. He is a freshly minted knight. He still has shiny armor, and he's still yet to prove himself. He's a little bit unsure about himself. He's a little bit doubtful in some of his actions, but regardless, he's quite a smart boy, and he's really looking forward to biting these teeth into some of these puzzles.
Hey, I am Cliff. I am playing Karen, Karen Stoneheart, with my lovely wife, Nan. We ran the Sword and Board pub in Rossler's Coffer. Unfortunately, the Rossler's Coffer is possibly gone, so not sure if that's still a going concern. Karen is a curmudgeonly old dwarf guardian, who is a believer that the best defense is defense.
Hello, everyone. I am Air Genasi. I am playing Tyrant Stoneheart, everybody's favorite granny with a great axe, together with my husband, Grandpa Karen. Again, we ran the Sword and Board and find ourselves in a puzzling situation. And Tyrant is not great at puzzles. We'll see how this goes.
There you go. All right, fantastic.
Hey, if there's a Gordian knot, you're the one.
Well, just cut it.
Yeah.
Sure. Awesome.
Alexander.
Yeah, it's true. It did work for Alexander, but then again, the cave was empty, and no one could really tell him he got it wrong, right? Like, I mean, it's not like there was a person sitting there going,
No,
"Bro," It's like someone. It's like someone with like one of those metal puzzles, and then they pull out a pair of bolt cutters, and they're like, "Clink! I figured it out." Yes, you did, Alexander. Aren't you so clever? You can rule Rome. Yeah, fuck off. So anyway, So yes, for today, however, we have these lovely and amazing characters. And before we get going, we have one last person to thank, and that is, of course, our secret member of our group, our hidden members, and that is, of course, you guys in the audience. Guys, thank you so much for being here, being a part of the show, allowing us to do all these cool, wonderful, and amazing games. It is through your support and your constant, just, being here and engaging, whether you're, like very, very active in chatting in chat, or if you're just quietly enjoying this at home. However you enjoy the Dead as a Gamer shows, all of it contributes in such big ways to my morale, to my way of living, and I want to thank you guys and invite you guys behind the GM screen in order to play with us, have a bit of fun, and enjoy the session. First of all, just by watching the show, you earn channel points that can be used at any point in time to influence the game with insight bonuses, wandering monsters, wandering bosses, divine interventions, divine healing, so many cool things. So yeah, all of those are just channel button pushes, they're just down the bottom underneath the chat bar there. But of course, if you do want to support the Dead as a Gamer channel in a more tangible way and help us get to the final bits of our survival check, which is at a staggering 93%, which is absolutely freaking incredible. So thank you to everyone who's gotten us this far. We have, of course, our monetary donations for the day. We have, for $5, we have hero points and jinx points. Hero points are the red marks you can see on my players. Purple are the jinx points here. Hero points can be used to stave off death, petition the DM for stuff that isn't in the rules, and roll with advantage. Jinx points can be used to counter hero points, make bad guys roll with advantage, and complicate things ever so slightly. For $10, we have, of course, the plot twist and harrow draws. These are draws from two very different decks that I have in front of me here. The first is a plot twist deck, which has a bunch of narrative prompts, which I will use to influence the game while we play. Basically, I'll take the prompt word and I will try to insert it into the story as best as I can. The second is a draw from the Harrow deck, which is a prophetic deck with a fortune that our heroes will get as a group. Once they gain the Harrow, they will then be able to use it in order to change the narrative to suit whatever the prophecy is within that Harrow. So it's kind of a way my players can change the narrative as they go as well. The tiny taste of GM powers. $20 is a coveted golden natural 20, which we're mostly loaded up on. We've, the only I got one more space for a nat 20, just saying, but nat 20s are effectively a critical hit, critical roll on whatever skill, test, or attack our group wants to use it on. It's honestly a way just so that we can make sure that when we want to do cool shit, we do cool shit. Then we have a $50 donation, which is either a magic item to a player of your choosing. This can be a homebrew item you designed. You can also get something from my player's wish list, or you can ask me to make up something on the spot. Whatever the case is, this item does not count towards my group's wealth gain, so basically it's just a boost in general, like a flat, straight-up boost. Or if you feel like my players haven't had enough challenge, you can throw in a boss buff to make things even more difficult, challenging them with a more challenging encounter, change the parameters of victory, making things more difficult with the appearance of random hostages. Whatever the case is, it basically makes the encounter way more difficult. We already have one boss buff in the wing waiting for that, so we're, and they do stack, just saying, but we do have one waiting in the wing. And lastly, we have our $100 secret menu item. The $100 secret menu item is going to go to Logrez for today. I love this one. This one is something that I have been meaning to do for a little bit. Now, Logrez, Matt, should I say, you've been a very big fan of the dual archetype, or the free archetype rule for the Pathfinder game system. Since we've added it and incorporated it into all of our games, how are you finding it?
I'm enjoying it. Like I said, Logos doesn't really have the archetype feat yet. However, I like seeing how everyone else's character gets that little bit extra to it. And when I mean a little bit extra, I kind of like the way I understand archetype. It's kind of like the flavor stuff that you get at like the start of the campaign for Pathfinder First Edition, like the half feats at the start of Pathfinder First Edition. So I really like seeing a lot of the other players starting to use those and starting to incorporate them into their characters.
Nice. Love that.
And I'm really happy after like 3 years of me asking at the start of every campaign, free archetypes. You finally caved in for a little bit.
Hey, look, I mean, you got 2 months to prove to me that it's going to make a difference. So
Yeah,
I'm going to,
yeah.
so this secret menu item for today is going to be further proof of that, because I'm going to give you all the advantages you can before I decide to roll back on all that. Now, have you, with Logres, considered your archetype? What you would like to go with eventually?
There's a couple of really good archetypes that I've done, but nothing has really screamed out for Logres specifically. Like I said, I'm waiting for a narrative point to come up for Logres to choose an archetype. So if when it makes sense narratively for Logres to take an archetype, for example, I don't know, he gets killed right off the bat, and I'm like, well, I really like Logres. I want him to come back as a ghost. And then I can give him the ghost archetype.
Makes perfect sense.
Or if his hand gets turned into like an ooze or something, here can go, oh, I can take an ooze archetype.
That's pretty
like
cool.
that.
I like that. That's amazing. Well, I'm going to do you one better here. With the secret menu item, I'm not going to just, give you a small item or a boost. I've been considering this for a little while, and what I'm going to do is, for the secret menu item for today, if we manage to get it, because you are traveling with Karen and Threna, both of which who are veteran warriors from various wars and battles and stuff like that, you will receive a second free archetype. And this free archetype will be the Commander dedication. Now, the reason the Commander dedication goes into the mix is because they have the ability to give their allies free extra reactions, such as attacks of opportunities, as well as allow them to move in tandem with one another. Many of the things that both Karen and Threna would normally be very, very capable of doing, having worked together, and we're going to give that for you to be able to help facilitate this.
That would be amazing if his class wasn't already commander.
Oh, right, you're already commander.
Yeah.
In which case, I have I for some reason I thought you were a fighter or whatever. In which case, I have a different one, because I was either going to be A or B, and I was tossing them up. Hold on one second. Pardon me. Sorry. Oh God, breaking things. Path builder. There we go. My notes on Logres. There we go. Okay, here it is. In which case, it was the scrolling. It was the Starlit Sentinel.
Starlit Sentinel.
Yes.
Like fun.
All right. Yeah, the Starlit Sentinel is a individual who has the ability to transform themselves. Totally not like a what do you call it? A magic girl, and you get some bonuses based on some Starlighty stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Which is going to give you that tie-in to, as I mentioned before, just being kind of like this inspirational sort of person/leader who is able to help your fellow allies.
Lovely. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And of course, we have already hit that secret menu item. So not only that, you will also gain the second archetype immediately, which means when you eventually decide on that other archetype, you can get that as well.
Oh, lovely. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks,
and
everybody. You're all amazing. My lovely audience. All incredible.
And thank you to Logres in whoever donated it anonymously. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. Somehow you've brought me to 100% of my survival check, according to Streamlabs, which is awesome. If it wasn't $5 short, but you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. It's fine. Apparently Streamlabs is too lazy to just keep it at 99 for some reason. But you know what? I like it. It's fine. All right. Let's say we play some games.
Yeah, let's play some games.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Wait. Does that one need... That one doesn't need spellcasting, does it? No, it doesn't have prerequisites or anything. Not that I could see. Schoolia is saying...
It's kind of hard to be in a magic school if you don't have magic, though.
1 second. Yada, yada, yada.
Like, thematically, you would have to...
Hold
A
on.
big bearded man will appear and say, "You're a wizard, Logres."
You're a wizard, Logres.
You're a wizard, Logres.
There you go. Yada, yada, yada. You get your perception checks, deception checks, yada, yada. You remain your sentinel form. You gain bonuses to your attack and damage, and you deal bolts of thing of damage. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Oh, no, we're talking about the Strength of Thousands adventure path.
Oh, right.
Pick a fighter, and you're like, I'm a fighter in a magic school. People are like,
Oh, right. Okay, I'm with you. I thought you meant...
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the archetype I just gave you. I'm like, that was no prerequisite. I didn't remember that one. Oh, God. I can't be screwing this up this many times. Yes, no, again, yeah. If you're playing in a wizard school adventure, actually, you know what? I'll say that. But I actually played in... the dragon what was it called, the Dragonlance adventure that D&D made with Guy from How to Be a Great Game Master, and he told us all we had to be wizards. We basically had to be spellcasters of some kind, be part of the various schools of magic, blah 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 blah. So naturally I told Guy to go fuck himself, and I played a rogue with no magical abilities whatsoever, but I made it so that he was a master of legerdemain, which is like sleight of hand and stuff like that. So I would do things like I had a crossbow hidden in my sleeve that fired tiny pebbles. So I would basically go like magic missile, and then shoot a rock at someone. Or I would have like tiny ropes that I would attach to things, and I would then go mage hand, and then I would like pull on the hidden ropes and stuff, and things would start floating. So you can play Strength of Thousands without a spellcaster. You just have to be very creative at what spellcasting counts as.
Yeah, there's also, I think it's from Valda's Fire of Secret, for barbarians, the Path of the Muscle Wizard.
Yep, Path of the Muscle Wizard. Seen that one. So yeah, there you go. All right.
I have always wanted to play a street magician wizard.
They're fun. I had a lot of fun with it. It gave me an incentive to go and read into like traps and stuff like that. Not traps. What am I saying? The like street hustles and stuff like that. It gave me an incentive to go look into that. But yeah. All right. Here we go. Is this the one I want? No, it's not. Jan the noodling bod. All right. All right, I dig this. So, our heroes have made their way into a mansion known as the Nine Eves. Here, they hope to gain access to the world of the living by convincing the master of the Nine Eves, a man by the name of Kishkokish, to use his seal of approval to stamp our heroes and allow them to pass through the dead roads back to the land of the living. This area, however, is a little bit more quirky than their previous location. This area is a home to a puzzle master, a prankster, and a all-around eccentric old man. Entering the puzzle house, our heroes manage to navigate around through much of the various rooms, find a bunch of strange insectoid creatures, and find that this person's tastes are difficult to understand, to say the least. But after having cleared the bottom floor, our heroes now return to the flight of stairs, where they are once again presented with a portrait of Kishko Kish, which seems to be trying to flag them down. As it does so, Cairn, who is in the company of Reese, you're the only two people here, as the portrait looks at you. Wait. Hold, adventurers. Stay where you are. Don't run off this time.
Okay.
Ah, good. Ooh, that was rather confusing. Welcome to the Nine Eves. The master of the manor, Kishko Kish, is not presently, but has been betrayed and captured further into this place. I was trying to tell you that, but you kind of went that way, and I didn't get a chance to finish my sentence. Although
I think we misinterpreted. But
no, it's perfectly
we can't
fine.
carry a pest problem. We
Well,
can't carry the pests on the floor.
Yes, I have noticed that you have made some fine work of these vermin that have infested our lovely home. Good job. But unfortunately, I am but a simulacrum, a visage of Kishko Kish, designed only to entertain the guests as they navigate their way through the house. I would ask that perhaps you use your adventurous spirit to not only solve the puzzles and riddles that are within this house, but also defeat the wicked creatures that have preyed upon and now torment our poor master.
I think we can do that. Just where upstairs?
Actually, no. You will need to solve a series of riddles to be allowed to proceed onwards. The first, of course,
All right.
is going to be a riddle to free your friends. A door to the west suddenly opens up, and inside you find a lounge room, a parlor of sorts, with what looks to be an enormous red upholstered sofa that seems to be across the room from what looks to be two very, very large padded chairs, on which Threna and Logres sit, frozen in a tableau, sipping tea as if amidst a very spicy conversation about royal rumors and gossip. Ooh, my, you know. Inside this room, there is also a delicate pair of wooden tables, which seem to have a decanter of wine in it, and a sliding door further west that seems to lead out into a garden of some kind. Now, the first of your puzzles. There is a chalkboard hanging in the garden with several numbers etched into it. Circle any 6 digits, which may add up to 23. It's quite a simple one, really, but there have it. There you have it. Do so, and I will relinquish your comrades.
I think I can do math.
But again, it's not math. It's a thing, but it's fine. All right. Well, good luck.
Circle any 3.
Reese yawns, like just basically reaches up and just sort of like, oh my god, I'm so tired. And as they do so, they go and lie down on the sofa and immediately fall asleep. They are unable to wake up.
Thanks for your help, Reese. All right, so circle any 3. And I have to circle 3, and the 3 that I circle have to add up to 23.
Mm-hmm.
That is math. Puzzle math, but it's still math. All right, so we got 3 7s. 3 5s, 3 3s. What's that? I said circle any 3,
Any 6.
right? Oh, any 6. Okay. Yes, it does. Absolutely makes a difference.
Mm.
And here I am trying to do like the Roman numerals of it, like circling
And
two
it
of the
has
ones,
to-
like the 2 and the
has to be
23.
Has to be 6 total, right?
6 digits. The puzzle, the riddle is in the chat box if you need to read it.
Okay.
If you would like, you may make an intelligence check, and I will circle one for you.
Sure, why not? Just straight intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That's perfectly fine. I will circle one of the answers for you. I will also take
Alright.
out one of the incorrect ones. There you go.
alright.
So now you need 5 more digits.
All right. So
Also, by the way, the other players may help above table as well if they'd like.
I would recommend 2 7s, 1 3.
2 7s, that's 14. 1 3,
Plus-
which is
Plus
17.
the 5, which is already plus the 5, which is already circled.
Yep, so that is 17, 22.
19, yeah, and then a 1.
That'll be 23. You have one more digit to add.
Oh, I thought there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute. So 2 1s, I guess. Wait, 17, 14, 19. Oh, dang it.
17.
Yeah, no, so it's got to be.
Would it be circling the other 2 5s? So
Mm-hmm.
that's 5, 10,
That's just a
15.
15.
Circling. No, that's not going to work. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So if we've got 2 5s, that's 10. 17 and 3. 2 5s, 7 is 17. Plus 3 is 20. Yes. So 7, 5, 5, 3 is 20.
Mm-hmm.
That's 4.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind, that's 4. Go. 2 7s. So if we do 15 plus 1, 2, 3, 15 plus 6.
Reese is of no help.
Yeah, he's asleep.
Reese is a farmer. The only numbers he knows is money.
Mm.
Been counting the livestock.
3.
But maybe he just uses a.
Kishko Kish says,
crosshatch.
Kishko Kish sort of goes, remember, it's a puzzle. It's not a trick question either.
10, 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 14, 21.
Can I go get the door knocker again?
Yeah, sure. You go to the front door
Coming,
and you can.
coming up with 22.
As you reach the front door.
Oh, take it out.
Yep.
Ah.
Do I have your consent?
From this point in time, let's let's first name
Yep,
basis.
all right.
You've got consent to yeah, okay. How can I help
Take
you?
the door knocker out. All right, so I've got a chalkboard with a bunch of numbers on it. I need to circle 6 of them. They must add up to 23. I've got a 5, and I know that at least one of the 7s is a no-no.
Okay.
There's 3 7s, 3 5s, 3 3s, and 3 1s.
So what's the riddle?
Well, it is
Circle any 6 numbers that add to 23.
Did it say that your circle can only contain one number?
Shush, I was just working that out.
You went for the hint guy.
He didn't mention that.
Oh, okay.
He
Well,
didn't mention that.
that would be that would be my hint for you, and
You bastard. Trixie simulacrum.
All right. Well, that changes the things. Thank you very much. Appreciate your help there.
Anytime, just get. As you leave the door knocker behind, you go back to the garden, where in which you once again are confronted by the aforementioned chalkboard. Do I need more light or less light? Less light. Oh, you're auto-adjusting.
So there
you
needs to
bastard.
be, the answer needs to add up to 23, and there needs to be 6 circles. Or there doesn't need to be 6 circles. There needs to be in the circles 6 numbers that add up to 23. All right. And we've got 1 5 circled.
Which means you need another 5 digits circled.
I think I got it.
You can share with the class, it's fine.
Yeah. All right. So I would recommend circling 2 of the ones to make 11, which will bring us up to 16. Then you circle a 3 and a 1, which will bring you up to 20. And then you circle another 3 to bring you up to 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 digits.
Ding, ding, ding. That is correct.
All right.
As Cairn, feeling inspiration, he looks over at Logres. Logres, sort of, still like kind of paused in a tableau. It then strikes you which digits to circle, and after circling them, of course, the tableau ends, and both Threna and Logres, you start to be able to move yourself, and once again are able to orientate yourself.
Oh, Pampa, I have such a crick in my neck now.
Oh yeah, I understand. Karen's like got one arm on the wall, holding himself up. He's really beat up.
Logos is holding like the cup of tea, and he takes a sip and he puts it down. It's cold.
All right,
It's very
so
unpleasant that way.
All right.
I talked to a portrait. He said, we've got to solve puzzles to free Kishkakish, who's been captured. There's a whole bunch of demon bugs and dog-like things down here. Reese and I took care of them.
What happened to him? This is good.
He's a little tired from that fight. He's taking a nap. I'm not sure where Satori and Ulfrin have gone off to. Maybe they've been taken away and put somewhere like you have. But I think we'll probably have to solve another puzzle to get them.
Yeah. As you inspect Reese, you realize that Reese is now in a magical slumber and unable to awaken.
Well. Looks like he's in a magic sleep. I guess that was the wrong couch for him to lie down on.
Well, this is unfortunate. You don't look so good, Pampa.
Yeah, well, like I said, there was a bunch of
I'm going to fumble in my backpack and
unique
pass
freebies.
him a minor healing potion.
Oh, thank you, love. I could use.
All right.
I will take that healing potion.
As you drink it, you realize this is probably like the first like sort of like stop for like drink or food that you have for some time. You start to realize that each of you start to feel like kind of like this fatigue slowly creeping in. You can't remember the last time you had a good night's sleep or ate a hearty meal. And it's starting to weigh on you a little bit, just a little bit.
Are there any treats next to the tea?
No, they're all, these ones in particular are decorative.
Well, we did find the kitchen if you guys need a nibble. There's a dead pig thing in there, but
Oh, a dead pig?
look around.
Do we have time?
Pig thing, not an actual pig. It was more of a rotting demon pig.
Oh, that doesn't sound very appetizing, does it, Logris?
No. But I mean, the stores themselves, I don't think he got into everything. If you want to grab a snack before we head upstairs.
I still have more to tell you.
I know.
Let's go talk to the...
Do we have time to have a snack? We've not eaten in days.
This body needs sustenance.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
There is a kitchen, of course. It's just the other side, that way, towards the dining room.
Right.
Wait,
healing
can
potion.
you-
What's the minor healing potion? What do I roll for that?
I believe the minor healing potion is a 1d8
1d8.
plus 8, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Logris is going to make his way up to this talking head. What you have to say is very important, is it?
Yes, I am the portrait and the guardian here, and through my puzzles and challenges, you'll be able to advance through this place. Now, your excellent deduction of our first puzzle allows you to not only get access to the upstairs area, but to some vital information. You see, every shoki, that is, of course, person who is, in charge of their various regions and whatnot, carries a staff that contains a single soul within it. The leader of the Sakil, a grasshopper-headed monster by the name of Vidviz, has trapped Kishkokish within his very own staff. You must... Unfortunately, that is all I'm able to say. Not before you return, having completed another puzzle.
How big
All
is
right.
this
Well,
portrait?
yeah.
How big is this portrait? Is this like a wall portrait, or is this like a photo portrait?
It's a large portrait at the foot. Okay, so the staircase goes up and then out, and there's portraits on the wall there. Hey, thank you so much, Cookie, for bringing us the $5 that we need to get to the real 100%. You bloody legend, you. Was it bothering you?
Is it possible to take this portrait off the wall and carry it with us? Or not really?
No, not really.
Okay.
He says, when you're ready,
we
I
need a hint.
I was going to say,
We can go ask the doorknob.
the what?
The knock.
Is that door knocker ruining the fucking puzzles? Aye! Stop giving
No,
away the
no,
fucking
no, no.
answers, you cunt. I don't care if Kishka Kish doesn't polish your knob. You don't get to fucking ruin the game.
Logos turns
You
bright
did
red
not
and then heads
just say that.
towards
That's right.
Now
I
I need
said
a
it.
drink now and as well as a sandwich.
The portrait begins to argue with the with the front door. Now you do have some means in order to try and acquire some food. Let's just make a survival check to see like kind of like what you end up doing with here. Because like I said, a lot of the stuff here is just ingredients, you know. So the survival check is just to scrounge together what you can to see if you can make something decent. Yeah, nice. That's pretty good. 15's plenty. As you look around, you can find, unfortunately, a lovely couple are very in sync in their lack of ability to understand kitchens outside of their own restaurant. Mostly in the sense of, how like things need to be in their place and kind of thing. That I imagine is where Karen and Thraynor are. They're like
Disorganized.
everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. This place is just organized differently. Don't fucking smack talk my fucking kitchen. Thank you. No, it's just differently organized. So like a drawer that you think should be filled with spoons is in fact filled with pasta for some reason. Just like all the different things is laid out in a different way. But Logres, you are somewhat intuitively able to pick and find enough stuff to be able to make a meal. Now, if anyone would like to make a craft check or any kind of culinary check in order to try and cook something.
Can I do a cooking lore?
Yeah, 100%. Cooking lore would be perfect for it.
All right. I will see. Having found stuff, I will see if I can actually make a meal.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. No, you
20.
using some of the supplies that Logres has pulled out of the various pantries and cupboards and stuff. Karen, you, Thraynor, and Logres are able to eat and drink well. Let's take a campfire scene here. As you guys share a meal, obviously there's been a lot of thoughts towards, what might have happened to Roslar's coffer and what became of, friends and family and the like. In a bid to try and keep hope up, to keep hopes that maybe, while the townspeople are here, that maybe, maybe there are still some survivors who weren't caught up in everything. You start to reminisce about people who were friends to the town, but not necessarily from the town, that you might be excited to see once you return back to the land of the living. So, each of you create an NPC and share a brief story of who this person is, this visitor to town. Totally not because I'm going to make notes about it.
Clearly, Logos should go first on this.
There was a. Do you remember the storyteller? He used to go around to different villages around the area and tell stories. He always wore that very overly colorful cloak, one that had like those patches on it.
Oh yes,
What was
we've had
his
him in the
name
pub a
again?
couple of times.
Yeah, no, he was wonderful. Very fascinating fella.
He always had the best stories. I remember whenever he was in, I tried to get the night off, and so I could go into the tavern and listen to the stories he told. He was really entertaining. I hope he wasn't in the town when we got when it. I hope he wasn't in the town.
That's
No, he was gonna come back. I think 2 weeks.
also there's a chance that
Yeah,
we might see him again.
because he had spoken with me, the last time that he had been there, about his schedule and making sure that we, have a room for him, and put out some flyers. He's always a good draw, so happy to do it, of course.
The thing that really got me was he used to tell stories about the he used to tell stories of like ancient heroes and how they defeat monsters and go on journeys, and I think that's what helped me want to be a knight. I think. I wonder. I hope he still survived. I
Aw.
really hope
Uh,
he still survived.
Oh, I love that. All right.
I'm sure he is. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
good.
he's on the road.
Malachi really could create this whole atmosphere that would just absorb you into the tale. Very
Yeah, he
riveting
really would.
fellow. You know what, though? This food makes me miss someone else. There was that fella that used to come around, and he sold pastries. I'm not remembering his name though, because he didn't come as often as I'd like. But he had the most magnificent pastries. Do you remember him, love? We would get some every time he showed up so that we could offer them at the tavern.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, no.
were those the ones with the cooked
Oh,
apple?
Yes!
Yes.
Oh my God. Magnificent work he did. An artist. An artist with fruit, really.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
What was his name?
I think it
can't
was
remember.
Johnny.
I think it was like something like
I think you were just saying that because
Jerome.
of the apple.
Jerome was it?
I mean, that could be. I don't know.
I'm sorry, Logris. I think you said it. What was it?
I think it was something like Jerome or Jeremy or something like that.
Jeremy. Jeremy, that
Jeremy.
was it.
That's probably why I thought it
Well
was
done,
Johnny.
you.
Close. That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
close.
okay. It's a little bit. It's Jeremy Appleseed.
You know, I gave him the idea to
Remy Apple turnover.
well, yes, he mostly did apple turnovers, but I suggested using like blackcurrant. He said he was going to save some for me, but when he came in next, um,
Oh, that sounds lovely.
yeah, yeah.
I hope we get to experience that. Do you think there's anything? Never mind. Never mind. We'll find out.
Yeah, well, and I mean, you know, my friend Garen is gonna come by too later in the month. Um, he had some new hop varieties that he wanted me to try out for some little extra bitterness to the ale. I mean, you know me. I'm not. I mean, I like a good bitters, so um, I know he was on the road too. I hope he's doing well too. But he's a couple towns away, making his rounds. But he had some brewing tip for me. Oh,
All
yeah,
right.
is making some celebration. Wonder how that's doing. I wonder if the town's still standing.
All right.
Probably best we don't dwell on that right now.
No. Hopefully we'll know soon enough. We get out of this place.
Your conversation comes to an end as you finish your meal. You put your plates and cutlery and stuff like that away, remembering, of course, the variety of different individuals who you may still yet get to see upon your return. It gives you a small inkling of hope for what is to come. All right. As you finish your meal, you feel a little bit more energized, a little bit more full of sprightliness as you come back to the portrait. The portrait seems to look a little bit perturbed. It says, if you're going to do these puzzles, you should do them in earnest. You shouldn't rely on second-rate furnishings to give you clues. You should try your hardest, and yeah, that's it. you should try. Do your hardest. Stop asking the door.
Are you sure this is So just so I'm clear, the master of the house is kidnapped by one of his own creations, and we need to find a bunch of staffs to help release him.
Hmm?
Is that what we're supposed to be doing?
No. I was just saying that the
Just
master is.
grasshoppers.
Yeah, the master is trapped in his own staff, which is currently in the possession of the leader of these insect things.
Which is a grasshopper, right?
Yes. All right. The next puzzle.
All right, lay it on us.
All right. There are 2 tasks here. First, tell me the proper order of the things within this image. And second, draw me the image which follows. And in the portrait, these are the symbols you can see. One second. There we go.
May we also have that on?
I mean, I guess.
I know, I'm so demanding.
All right. I believe, I don't know if you guys can, but can you right-click on the image and enter drawing mode?
Yes, it
Yes,
seems I
yes.
can.
Very well. In which case, you guys may put them in whatever order you would like, and then draw what you believe the last symbol should be, or the next symbol should be, should I say? Let's get some puzzle-solving music. Ooh, fête de la foot.
Oh, we've got 2 things with a line on the bottom, one with a line close to the top, and then those 2 circles is kind of like a line in the middle, although there's not really a line there.
There's a love heart.
Oh, Nan, what do you think?
I don't know, but I'd be willing to go polish the knob. Ask
So,
the door knocker.
The portrait frowns at you.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but puzzles are not my strong suit.
That's because you don't try them. You give up and you ask furniture instead. How about you give it a crack? Make an intelligence check. Because remember, I don't make you guys do push-ups for your athletics checks. If your character is smarter, then you can just make an intelligence check and find out what they know.
Oh, Logos is so much smarter than Matt, but Matt wants to give it a shot regardless.
I like that. All right, with a 15.
Oh, it is checking.
There is some. There's something that you remember about this kind of puzzle. Karen and Threna, both of you know this. A key to solving this puzzle is in the kitchen, actually. Within the kitchen, there is a very sharp knife. Something tells you that the sharp knife has something to do with the answer. Don't cut the portrait.
Can we threaten the point?
How did you know that's what I was thinking of doing?
Because I imagined what 2 brain cells would do when they rub together too hard, and I decided to go with that.
Who did that?
1, 4, 1, 2. Oh, there we go, love. You cut them in half and they're numbers. We've got a 1. We've got a 2. We've got a 3. We've got a 4. So this one goes first. This is second. Ah.
Okay, hold on. Let's clear the drawing for a second.
Yep.
There we go. All right, go for it.
I don't know why this is doing that. And I can't
You
make it
got to hold the
stop.
button down, otherwise it draws a line instead of like smooth. But I figure by this stage I figure you figure it out. So that's 1, that's 2, that's your 3, and that's your 4.
Right, and then then I would put them in that order, and then
So what's your next symbol?
we've got a like that. So
Something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that.
yeah, so it'd be a line across the top, down here, and then a circle on the bottom.
All right, fantastic. But both of those are acceptable answers. He says, astounding work. I can now continue to give you help. Vizith, the Sakil leader, lurks in the ballroom upstairs. If you climb the top of the stairs, the ballroom is on your right-hand side. However, the door is locked. But let me continue here, because I got more stuff. The magic of the 9 Eves protects him while he's there, so long as he carries Kish-Kukish's staff. You could slay it to free Kish-Kukish, but the Sakil is powerful, and there's another way. Should you be able to wrest Kish-Kukish's staff from Vizith and touch the Sakil with the staff, Vizith's soul and Kish-Kukish's will swap places, imprisoning the Sakil within the staff and freeing the rightful master of the 9 Eves. My master's glove is in his bedroom. It should help you with this task. But the ballroom is magically sealed, and the key is... damn it. Not again. I'm sorry, I can't say any more until you complete the final puzzle. But you have unlocked the upstairs area.
Where's the final puzzle?
Well, the last puzzle is very straightforward. You see, only one key can open the ballroom where the Vizith is currently hiding. Among the keys hidden in my master's bedroom in the desk, only one will complete his home.
Only one will complete his home.
Yes.
All right.
Is it like a pet or something?
I suppose we'll probably know more once we go and look at the keys.
All right, well, ascend the staircase, and good luck.
All right,
Darn
so
well.
I'll start
Head
up
up the stairs. Yep.
Okay. You begin to head up the stairs. As you do so, the mystery of the house continues to grow. Everything seems to be a little odd. There we go.
Logros has taken out his journal notebook and he's kind of writing and drawing everything that he sees as he's walking past as well, like doing quick sketches and stuff like that.
Sure. As you get to the top of the stairs, you see that there are 2 pathways, one leading to the left and one leading to the right. The one on the right seems to be a large ballroom door. Sure enough, there is a very bizarre looking keyhole, but it offers you no clues as to what key might fit.
There's nothing distinctive about the shape of the keyhole.
No. Well, I mean, yes, in the sense that it is a keyhole-shaped keyhole.
No, okay, so
but,
it's traditional.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
All right. So we need his glove and we need the key. Oh, look in his bedroom.
Let's find his bedroom.
I think it's to the left.
Yeah.
All right, give me one moment. Okay. As you enter the next room, there is a very, very powerful smell of wine. As you enter into what looks to be a drawing room.
This is interesting.
Within this room, there is what seems to be a rather attractive woman who seems to be drinking wine by a nearby table. She is very, she seems to be very composed, and the wine is more, is this vibrant, almost velvety red. She sees you and she smiles. Welcome, welcome. Please, stay a while. It's been so long since I've entertained guests.
That's very kind of you.
She pours out a glass of wine for each of you on the table. Make a perception check. Okay, not bad. So anyone who got a 15 or higher notices that no matter how much wine she seems to pour, the decanter in her hand never lowers in volume.
Do you see that, Karen Pumpa?
What? No. Sorry. No. What am I looking at?
It's an eternal decanter. We could have used one of those at the tavern. Imagine the profits.
Oh,
Do you see it now?
really. I mean, now that you've pointed it out to me, yes, I see it.
I don't know that I want to drink that, though.
I'm sorry, my lady.
There's
I'm
people
sorry to
who will take
intrude
a drink.
upon your drink, but we must continue on.
Oh, you are not intruding at all.
You've
But,
been here a long time.
But she says, yes, I've been here since the Nine Eves was first built.
Ah, then you know Kishkakish well.
Of course.
Are you related to him?
No, not at all. I am a companion.
We were given directions to come here
Mm-hmm.
and to find his chambers. Are they through these doors? And I'll point to the doors opposite.
Oh, why, yes. If you simply continue down this way, you'll come to another flight of stairs, and upon the third level, you'll find the Master's chambers. You have had a insight bonus redeemed. She is not protesting you from leaving, but you do notice three things. Number one is that she has poured out the glasses for you in a series of different sequences. The first glass contains red wine, completely full. The second glass is empty, and the third glass is also filled with wine. You get the insight that she's not protesting you to go ahead, but This is one of those puzzles, much like the poking eye thing at the door. You can go ahead without any protest, but likely something will happen should you proceed without solving the riddle or the puzzle here. This, by the way, is our boss buff. So there's actually a few things to throw into play
Puzzle
here.
buff.
It is a boss buff here.
So 2 are completely full. So 1 is full. It's in this sequence. 1 completely full, 1 empty, 1 completely full.
That is correct.
But we saw her pour into each of the 3.
Yes, she did. She's placed these out for you. It's almost as if she hasn't poured for someone, which for the sake of it, we'll say is Karen.
He's looking at his empty glass.
Are they
No, wine
both
for
filled
me.
with red wine?
They're all filled with red wine. Logris, sorry, I did forget to give you this. You got a critical success. You notice that above the door to the south, there is an inscription written on the door. It reads, "Neither abundance nor abstinence, only balance shall show you the way."
Do we need to?
2 of these glasses
Or so-
are completely full, 1 is empty.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we need to put.
A portion of each so that
Yeah.
into the empty so that they're all equal volumes of wine is my thought.
That's
Now-
my thought as well.
Like I said, Logros is far more intelligent than Matt is. Can he attempt a intelligence check, please?
Yes, you may.
In regards to specifically, in regards to if the evening out the wine glasses is a correct thing, or is there something else like something else that needs to be balanced in this room? Like the red glasses could be like a red herring, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is that okay?
Yeah, perfectly fine.
Thank you. A 22.
All right. So, there are multiple solutions, but all result in the same thing. You all must have consumed some amount of alcohol. And because you got a 22, which is not a critical success, but still a quite a good success here, you also know that the glasses also need to be balanced. So if any of you have drunk all of a glass, for example, and you've gone into abundance, you'll fail. If any of you have not drunk anything, you'll have failed. So you all need to drink some, but then also balance things out. How much is up to you guys?
Does Logris share this insight?
It's up to them.
Logris would. He would be looking at the wine glasses. He'd be looking at the decanter, looking at this woman, and he'd be like,
So if we, Logris, if we each, you from yours and me from mine, consume a quarter, and then we pour a quarter into the center glass each. Oh wait, but if he must consume 2, then it will
yes,
be out of balance.
right. Yes, Mr. Khan must also drink some aspect of it as well.
But if you do a third, if you drink a third, and you eat pour a third, and then I drink a third,
There
then
we
there'll be
are.
a third
That's
in each
the
of us
one.
because it's 3 glasses, right?
There it is. There it is. Perfect.
All right.
I will consume a third of my wine.
Okay, that
pour a
leaves
third
2/3 in.
into the-
Yep. So it leaves 2/3 in. That will leave 1/3 in your glass, and a third goes into the middle. Then Logres, you drink a third of your glass, and then you give it to Karen. Karen then drinks a third of your glass as well. Now all 3 glasses have a third in it, and all of you have drunk 1/3 of your drink. With that, she says, "I'm so glad that you could spend your time with me. What are your names, so that I might remember them?"
I'm Threna. It's a pleasure to meet you. And you are?
Oh, I have no name. I'm merely a construct of the house.
I'll call you Connie.
If it pleases you. And the rest of you?
I mean, the construct. I'm Tyrant. Tyrant. I can pronounce my name. The wine was good. You've excellent taste.
Logros does a small bow. So Logros Tisleth, it is a pleasure to dine with you, or to drink with you.
The pleasure is all mine. Well, go forth. But be careful. Make a perception check. Nice! Logres, she chose her words very carefully. Thorena, you kind of also noticed that as well. With the natural 20, your critical success will tell you this. She says, be careful, emphasizing the bees. She's not allowed to say what comes ahead, but she's trying to warn you that there is a swarm of bees in the next room.
I will be sure. Thank you.
Are there any, like, throw blankets or anything in this room?
Nope.
Of course not.
There
Thank
is
you,
wooden
Connie.
furniture, though.
What level are you guys, by the way?
With my shield raised.
Oh, I love
Ooh.
that question, Dag. What level would you like us to be?
I'd like it to be level 9.
Oh, fantastic. So we get like 5 levels up? Nice, thank you.
We would like that as well.
That would be 7 levels
Stellar.
up because
That would
we are
be
currently
stellar.
level 2.
No, we are level
Well, no, because looking at the conversion from first edition to second edition, that's the CR difference. That's fine. You'll be
Between
fine.
us
So
and
is
the
that,
bees?
is that a level up? So you guys
Between
just
us and the
leveled up by,
bees?
like, just
Wait a
seven
minute.
Look, you can hope all you want. It's not gonna happen.
Oh, this is
Alright.
diabolical.
Yeah.
All right. Bees. What does Logos know about bees?
Make a nature check.
Nature check. Bees. No, they sting.
May I?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
We all do nature checks about bees.
Sure.
Oh, bother. They
Nope.
fly.
They do
Not
fly.
even sure about that.
I'm not 100% sure about that.
17.
Oh yeah. You have dealt with bees in the past, having brewed mead in the past as well. You've got a couple of friends who are into apiary maintenance and the like. They tell you about smokers and their ability to calm down bees and the like. Also, bees aren't naturally hostile or aggressive, so generally speaking, you can move through a swarm so long as you are not wearing any strong scents or are brandishing bright colors. Yeah.
Well, how do it smell?
You must be joking. I can't smell a thing. I think we're all right. Let's go.
Can I walk with my shield raised, just in case?
Okay.
Is that a yes? Or
Yes.
didn't hear the question. All right. Got that up. Maybe it'll distract them a little. I should have brought my pipe.
I'm surprised you don't have it.
We were taken away in our sleep.
All right, that's fair. But you have your weapons in your
Yes, I know I've got my weapons in my armor. I'm not sure how this works.
It's a thank the gods that the whatever deity brought us here didn't just put us in our pajamas and call it a fucking day. Instead of, where's my pipe?
I'm not complaining
Fucking,
about it.
yeah, I bet you're not.
That is something you might do, though. Let's see how good you are
We'll
without
be
your
fighting a
arm.
Trask.
Let's
Hush,
see.
Oh,
hush,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did I say a swarm of bees? I meant a swarm of rust monsters. Dang.
Rust monsters, my favorite.
That's why I wear wooden armor.
All right.
Well,
So,
if we're just gonna walk in, I guess Logros is going to walk in.
Okay.
Calm, not disturb them.
All right.
Just
So,
like, if they think you're part, if they think you're part of the hive, they'll leave you alone.
So,
okay.
Does that mean I should start like buzzing, Mr. Kane?
No, just act like you belong.
No, but I heard stories about, this isn't a dwarven thing, so I'm not really sure I've got it 100% right. But when someone passes away, you're supposed to go tell the bees. And I wonder maybe if we just speak gently and quietly and tell them that Kish Kakish is being held captive as we pass through. I don't know.
I mean, I don't think it'll hurt.
Okay, let's try
Maybe
it.
maybe they'll help.
Maybe.
Maybe they're friendly bees.
You never know. Stranger things are happening.
Okay. As you guys prepare, you open the door very slowly. The immediate buzzing sound you hear just fills the area. You look around, and at first you don't really see any of the bees that are here. But before long, you absolutely hear... here we go. No, that's not it. Nope. There we go. All right. You hear the swarm literally everywhere. Now, this once elegant library is now in shambles. Piles of books are shredded and heaped untidily throughout the room. A small desk scarred in the middle by deep grooves along its surface. Several large umbrella-shaped masses of parchment and torn paper now hang from the ceiling, held together by a series of waxen sort of biomass that creates, unfortunately, what does not resemble a beehive. As you slide through the double doors here, you see that there is another set of sliding doors just on the other side. However, the paper wax structure is more akin to a wasp's nest than a beehive. And looking around, sure as hell, this is a swarm of wasps.
God damn it. God damn it.
At present, they occupy the nest, moving around and crawling over surfaces. So long as you do not make any sudden jerky, jarring motions and move calmly, they should not attack. But here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do this in one of three ways. Number one is you can stealth through and try to make your way across the multitude of books without slipping, sliding, or falling over, thus aggravating the hive. Number two, you can move calmly and slowly with the meditation of a monk, which will involve using your willpower to move through. Or you can try your best to communicate with them by performing the very, very infamous honeycomb salsa and make a performance check to dance your way into the middle, pretending like you are part of the swarm, while like taking the perfect steps to communicate to them that you mean no harm. Don't sting, cha-cha-cha. I'm fine, cha-cha-cha. How are you, cha-cha-cha? Your queen is hot, cha-cha-cha. Yeah, there you go.
I'm thinking
Number 2.
number 2.
You're really selling that dance, Dag.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're really selling it.
I mean, if Satori was here with us, maybe the
Yeah.
dance would be good, but
But only she would be able to do it. All right. So, like a monk, deliberately, slowly, cautiously, not to disturb. I'll start into the room. And it's a will.
Yes, indeed.
That's good, right? 24.
24 is great. Logres.
Can I please use my nat 20 for this one?
Oh, okay, fine.
Thank.
we'll save.
You know what? I should have done the performance check thinking about it.
I was
Should've-
thinking you're a dancer, Logres.
Yeah.
I can see it in you.
Oh, look at that. All right. All three of you managed to keep it together, and almost with zen from a master, as water flows from the waterfall around you, the wasps sort of buzz around you as you make your way through. You feel their tiny feet, some crawling on your face and on your arms, but still you remain in tuned. Logres, one of them climbs into your armor, and you can hear it echoing around your suit, and you start to sweat, and you're like, ah. But in that moment, you remember your master's training. We cut to a small scene in a training yard where you're like slowly trying to meditate, and your master is sitting there throwing rocks at you, basically saying, concentrate, whack. Concentrate! Whack! And you're just like, what am I supposed to be concentrating on? Concentrating on not being a loser! Whack! You realize your master was probably just drunk and just throwing rocks at you. But it helped.
Yeah.
And then
Hold the thing.
yeah, you hold it together and you manage to get to the other side. You peacefully make your way through the door. And as you do, you gently close it. But as you do so, like, obviously a couple of the wasps are in here as well, but they're bothering no one. But as the door closes, the swarm subsists. You take a deep breath.
That was stressful.
All right. Now, there are two doors here. Now, sorry, just to be clear, you guys can see these things on the map, yeah?
Yeah.
So these are the so-called eaves of the house, so you know. So there's a door to each of the eaves as you go through them. There is another double door, but in this room, which is apparently a study, which has several tall wingback chairs, a small writing desk, and a peculiar iron statue of a nine-bearded snail climbing a rocky waterfall, one side sliding down the double door that leads to the north, while the other heads to the east. There's a wide glass door which opens to the balcony to the south, which, of course, as I mentioned before, is our eave that is here. Now, on the table, there are 3 cookies that are held in their own individual tin. One has a sort of a block of chocolate written on it, on the top of it, like kind of a little portrait. Another has a strawberry, and another one has a lemon. Above the door is 3 bakers, 3 flavors, 3 opinions. The path opens when every baker enjoys a different treat. Now, on the door, there are 3 figures. One that says he's kind of making this face like he dislikes sour things. So he's like, the second is raising their hand, and you can see on their hand is the symbol of chocolate. They do not want chocolate. And the third basically kind of looks at person A, or the first guy, and says, if A, so basically it's got an image of that first baker and chocolate, and then they have pointing to themselves strawberry. So I'm going to write this down. So there we go in chat. Okay, and to my players, there we go. All right. So you need to figure out who gets which cookie. Now you only get one chance to give anyone a cookie.
So Baker A doesn't like lemon, Baker B doesn't like chocolate, and Baker C will choose strawberry. Then it's chocolate, lemon, strawberry, right?
Chocolate, lemon, strawberry. Is that what you're gonna lock in?
I mean, does anyone have any, Logos, do you have any problems with that?
The only thing that I have an issue with is Baker C with the word if.
There is a puzzle factor to it.
Yeah, exactly.
And we know that Baker B doesn't want chocolate. Now, what did Baker B, Baker C had chocolate on his hand?
Yes. So basically, the symbol indicates that if Baker A chooses chocolate, then they will choose strawberry.
Okay.
So lemon.
This is also the second part of Cookie's Boss Buff.
Yeah.
A cookie puzzle.
Yeah. I mean, he could have lemon as well. It could be strawberry, lemon, chocolate.
You can make intelligence checks if you guys would like.
Are we supposed to feed them?
Sorry, I can't be lemon. If I give
Cookies.
All right, 12's not bad. 12's pretty good. Loggers, do you want to make the intelligence roll?
In a minute I might. I want to see if I can get this first.
Okay. I'll leave the hint off for a little bit.
Thank you. That one. So he can't have lemon, so that would be strawberry, but he can't have chocolate. So that's
That was a killer buff.
Are the bakers have anything is there anything else in this room, or is it just the biscuits and the bakers?
Sorry, what was the question?
Is there anything else in this room, or is it just the bakers and the biscuits?
Make a perception check. Yeah, just the cookie tins and the people on the wall.
Okay. looking at it, I think you might be right. I think you might be right, guys. It might have to be chocolate, lemon, strawberry because every time I do it the other way around, it doesn't work. Is that something you want to lock in?
I mean,
I'll lock
is there
that
anything
in.
about Baker 2 that would indicate that he doesn't like lemon?
Baker
Do
2.
we just have the information? Yeah, so the information we have is the first baker doesn't like lemon.
Mm-hmm.
The second baker doesn't like chocolate. And then
Mm-hmm.
the third baker says, if the first one takes chocolate, I'm going to have strawberry.
Yeah. That is all correct.
So we know we can't give chocolate to the second one, which means he gets lemon or strawberry.
Right, that's
And we can't give lemon to the first one, which means he gets chocolate
or strawberry.
or strawberry. If we give the first, so, I think chocolate, lemon, strawberry makes sense. That's
So
what
it,
makes sense to me.
so it's either going to be strawberry, lemon, chocolate, or chocolate, lemon, strawberry.
Right.
Those are the two options because the other options don't work.
Right. And I think either of those would work, but, he pretty much said, hey, I'm going to take strawberry if the first guy gets chocolate, which makes me think, we should give the first guy chocolate.
But that doesn't mean they like strawberry. It just means that they like the other baker a lot more.
I mean, if we give the last guy a lemon and we give the first guy strawberry, then we have to give the middle guy chocolate.
which we know he doesn't like. So that
Yeah,
doesn't-
exactly.
Okay.
So
Here is your
I
riddle.
think,
Here is your hint that you guys got from your thing. You have the order right, but there is one word in the puzzle that isn't being accounted for, and it is nothing. It is not one of the flavors. Chooses, correct.
Oh, so we can offer. So we should offer both the chocolate and the strawberry to bakery. Is what it sounds like.
that's what it sounds like to me as well. Why don't we offer him chocolate and strawberry?
All right. So you
And
offer
see
him
what he
chocolate and
takes.
strawberry.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay, this is going to be a 50-50. So high for advantage. He chooses strawberry.
Interesting.
Fantastic. Which means we'll
Right.
give Baker B lemon, maybe.
Well, we'll give him,
Oh wait, unless no, that sets a precedent.
he chooses strawberry.
No.
So,
That sets a precedent. That means we can offer the other bakers the choice between one or the other.
right. So if we give the second one a choice between lemon and chocolate, he's going to choose lemon,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So
we'll
he'll
give
have
him the
lemon.
choice. And then we offer the chocolate to the last guy.
All right. He chooses the chocolate, which is very good because his other choice was to not have a cookie.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, but all three of them start to munch happily on their various cookies, and the door swings open. Well done.
I had like a whole graph written down. Like,
I love the fact that you're into it. All right, now I'm going to give my players a choice here because we have only 15 minutes. So I'm going to give you a choice here. I do have one more puzzle in the chamber for Cookie's Cookie's big thing, right? Because Cookie did a boss buff in a puzzle adventure, so naturally I've made sure that every room has a puzzle. Now there is a boss in here that I could also alternatively just throw you into a fight and make you fight this nasty boss. Or we could do that puzzle. But we have to kind of play imaginary shuffleboard with where you guys are. What do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to try the boss buff puzzle? Or do you guys want to go for a fight?
I mean,
Personally,
I'm at
really
I'm at
enjoying
half
puzzle.
hit points.
I think the puzzle, given our stage right now.
Yeah.
All right, sure.
I mean, I've got a great axe that likes to be swung. But
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, so the last of our cookie puzzles. As you open the door to this chamber, which appears to be the lower landing of to a staircase leading up to the third floor, you are greeted by what looks to be a waiter with a strange and bizarre insectile head. It has a long kind of proboscis, and if you've ever seen an assassin bug, that is kind of what you're staring at right now. It seems to bow as if to welcome you, but it then breathes this red mist at you, and swirling you up within this strange mist, you no longer find yourself in the landing, nor in fact in the Nine Eaves, but instead you find yourself in a lavish dining hall, illuminated by ghostly candle. Now, in the center of this dining room is a mahogany table set for 9 guests. Fine silverware, crystal goblets, untouched food, roast pigs and vegetables and fruits and tarts, pastries and all sorts of delicious food just lined everywhere, untouched, perfectly preserved despite the apparent aging of the room. Also, the 8 skeletal figures which sit around the room. At the head of the table is a 9th and empty chair. Above you, inscribed upon the door, 9 supped together, 8 feared their final course, 1 welcomed it. Find the guest who understood death and take their place at the table, raising a toast to the fallen. I will write this down in our chat, just so that you guys have it. There we go. All right. Now, you may approach the table and you may interact with each of the guests however you would like to. But each guest will tell its own story. The first guest appears to be dressed quite... Actually, you know what? I need to write this down. Okay. Guest 1.
You'll need to write all of it down.
I know. Dressed... I did this to myself. Dressed lavishly. Guest 2 is wearing ceremonial armor. Guest 3 wears glasses and has a dusty robe filled with scrolls. Guest 4 wears a multitude of signet rings. Guest 5 wears a holy symbol and seems to be in prayer. Guest 6 clutches a locket. Guest 7 is gazing at guest 6. Guest 8 has no place setting. So that means to say he's got an empty plate, nothing in his goblet or anything like that. He just has nothing in front of him. Okay.
So he's got a place setting, but there's no food there.
Correct.
Okay, because I was going to ask. You said 9 supped together.
You're the 9th.
Oh, we're the 9th.
Yeah. All right, and there we go for our
Well-
audience members.
If 8 feared the final course, and there's only one who doesn't have any food in front of him, that's the one who ate it and didn't fear it.
I like your supposition.
Oh yeah, no, that's just my gut thought for it. But of the other, so there's 8. There's one with a plate that's empty in front of them, and then the other 7 still have all their food untouched. Is that correct?
You have. Well, I mean, again, you'd have to have a look at each of the individuals and their play setting because you're not because right now you've just had a cursory glance and that's all you've seen. If you want to
Right.
investigate them,
Okay.
you got to go up and investigate each of them.
Yeah.
Absolutely want to investigate them.
All right, who do you want to investigate?
One that's wearing the holy symbol. What holy symbol are you wearing?
The one with the holy symbol.
Yes, please.
Okay. You see that guest number 5 seems to be like with his hands on the table. There is also no food in front of him whatsoever. There is, however, a glass of wine. There are prayer beads which seem to be scattered on his plate instead of food, and his head was bowed. As you get close, you can see that there is a scrap of paper clutched between his hands, which says, if you look at it, was I worthy?
I want to investigate number 8.
Okay, number 8. So this is the simplest of figures. No jewelry, no weapons, nothing on their person, no visible treasure. They seem incredibly ordinary. An empty plate, an empty goblet, and there is a vase containing a single dead white rose that is there. Their hand seems to rest calmly upon their lap. There is he seems to be looking at the food around him.
And can we talk to them, or are they just skeletons?
They are just skeletons. I mean, you can try to obviously talk to them, but they don't respond.
You could move their mouth up and down so it's like they're responding.
I guess so.
Don't touch me!
And that's where Adrian Strum speaks up. Now.
Does it look like he was never? By looking at his place setting, does it look like he was never served, or does it look like he is eaten?
You can't tell. Both involve you looking at an empty plate.
Well, I mean, you know.
Look, that's it. As in, I, the DM, don't have anything further to give you other than you are looking at an empty plate. Yeah.
All right.
What is the locket that guest 6 is carrying?
Taking a good look at number 6, there seems to be a portrait inside of the locket. One side seems to have a child, and the other side a man whose face seems to have been scratched or scribbled out, almost as if they were trying to remove the portrait of that individual. Inside, the inscription on the locket reads, I don't want to be alone.
I want to take a look at the number 4. What are the signet rings?
The signet rings. This is a bejeweled skeleton. 7 rings remain on their fingers, their goblet thrown aside. Each of the signet rings seem to bear a different creature. Inscribed upon the ring, probably most prominently on the ring finger, was, I had my plan.
All right. Let's take a look at guess 7.
At guest 7. All right. This is the one that is looking at guest 6. As you can see, they basically say, as they look, they seem to have what looks to be an sort of like a torn up, like ripped to pieces note that is sealed in wax. It seems to be some sort of letter, but obviously torn to pieces. You can't really piece it together unless you want to take some time trying to craft and repair it.
We'll come back to that as an option.
Mm-hmm. All right. I think that just leaves what? 1, 2, and 3?
Yep. We'll take a look at 3 next.
All right. Number 3. This individual seems to be covered in scripts, many of which are unfinished manuscripts, each seeming to continue to write before changing topics into the next one. Nothing seems to be a complete or coherent thought, but there is something scrolled on one parchment that doesn't seem to match the others, which says, "One more answer." Connie! Hi, Connie. I miss your face.
Guest 1, please. I want to examine guest 1.
All right. Guest 1. This skeleton appears to be very richly dressed. Gold coins spill from their pockets. Their fingers seem to be tightly clutching onto a lockbox, and several coins are even scattered upon the floor in the moment of their death. Upon the box that he clutches in his hands reads the phrase, "There was never enough."
Guest 2 with the ceremonial armor.
A rusted sword remains half drawn. The chair for this guy has fallen backwards. The whole skeleton itself seems to have collapsed on the floor. It looks as though this individual was trying to fight his death. And there you can kind of just see inscribed upon the hilt of the blade, "One more battle." All right. And these are your 8 guests.
All right. Some of these people had some reasons for continuing to live, right?
I feel like all of them feared their final course. And they say that 9 sup together. Where's the 9th?
The 9th is an empty chair. If you investigate it, there is just a silver plate at the place setting which says the words, "The Host." There is a glass of wine here, one for each of you, potentially, which is in a very fancy-looking goblet. From here, however, you can also notice that the room seems to contain a number of portraits around, showing the bountiful harvest and where it came from in front of you. The pig farms and the livestock, the wheat grown in the fields, the rolling hillsides with the orchards where the apples were grown for the pies. All of these are basically surrounding this this lavish dining hall. All right, what are our thoughts?
So I'm currently writing down a table of those who might have had regrets, might have had something that they want to keep living for. At the moment, I have guessed one on the wanting to live because there was never enough and they wanted to keep accumulating gold. So I don't think they would want to have parted from their wealth.
I feel like all of them have something
Right.
that
So, yeah, my first thought was that the ninth one who's missing, that's the seat that we take and take a drink because that's the one who ate and met death.
it reminds me of that mystery story that Malachi used to tell about the man that invites 10 people to his island abode and starts killing them off one by one.
Until there was one left.
Yes. I think it was
Mhm.
called 10 Little
And
Elves
and
or
then
something
there was
like that.
none.
And then there was none, yeah.
The 4 people that I would argue that we don't know if they were wanting to die or not would be guest 5. The reason being was that they were a cleric. Their scrap of paper was asking if they were worthy.
Right. I think they feared judgment.
They feared judgment. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not ready
they're
for death.
definite out.
Guest 6.
Yes,
No,
Dick
you're right.
doesn't
Guess
want to
Dick-
leave their family behind.
Yeah.
They don't
Well-
want to be alone. Or
The,
Guest Six
the
might be
child,
wanted
but
Right. Right.
or wait a minute, the man is scribbled out. The child is not. I don't
The
want
child
to
is
be alone.
not.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's 6.
Guest 8. I'm not quite sure about, and we need to have
Single,
more
yeah,
information.
let's look at 8 more closely.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a white rose and they're looking at the food around them, but other than that, let's poke around a bit there.
I mean, I can try and put
And they have no
the letter.
their plate is empty. Oh wait, maybe they didn't get enough to eat. I don't know.
I mean, it could be gluttony. Do you want me to try and put number 7's note back together?
That might be worthwhile.
All right, make a craft check to put the note back together. And everyone who wants to may make an intelligence check to see if you can ascertain some clue to what's going on.
Giving people's dice.
Logres isn't
I wanna
bad.
hear about
Logres
that.
is okay. Oof. All right, Logres. You notice that for a lavish banquet and stuff like that, normally you would have portraits and stuff like that to help with stuff. But it's very odd that the choices of everything has to do with agriculture, right? It would imply the host is maybe a farmer or an agriculturalist of some kind. But you realize very quickly that the importance is in the portraits. Because, yeah, the importance is in the portraits. Karen, with your crafting check of 9.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna hear about that. but
No,
I
it's
wanna
fine.
do an intelligence check.
It's fine. You'll get
Okay.
there. It'll just take you a long while to get there.
And let me do an intelligence check as well.
Sure.
Let's see if.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah. The crafting check is fine. It'll just take you a little bit to put it together. I will come back with an answer a little bit later, but you're just kind of, taking your time with it. All right. So, any thoughts about what Logres has discovered? About the
We'll
portraits?
take a look at the portraits. Well, let's take a look at them.
All right. Again, looking at them, you see a series of various agricultural ones. You have one of livestock in the farms and stuff like that, rolling fields of wheat, the orchards, and in each of them, you can kind of see, obviously, the farmer who is like taking care of all of the stuff that would eventually come together to create the bountiful harvest that is the feast. As you are inspecting them, please make perception checks. Don't worry, we're almost done. All right, perception checks. Ooh, Threna!
Check me out. I'm perceptive.
Check you out. All right. You notice on the barn, on one of the portraits, there is something that is written. The wise farmer does not curse the coming winter.
It's very interesting. And if the host was the farmer, then the host seat would be the right seat to take, because the wise farmer does not fear the coming winter. It's a part of the seasons, and it's accepted, just as death is a part of life.
You know, I think if Reese was napping, he'd probably say the same thing.
Curse the boy. Right when we need him, right?
Right when you need him.
Could the
Mhm.
farmer be guest 8?
Oh, that's an interesting...
Is there anything about guest 8 that might indicate that they are a farmer?
Well, if you look at each of the guests, let's break this down, and you were to figure out what perhaps their occupation was. Guest 1, the person with money pouring out of him, was likely
Not the farmer.
Not the farmer.
okay. The knight, the guy in ceremonial armor, probably not. The man covered in dusty books, also probably not.
Nope.
The guy with tons of
Holy
signet
symbol,
rings,
nope. Yeah.
probably not. Obviously, some holy men, priests, probably not. Possible that the person with the locket, but likely as a mother. Doesn't mean a mother can't be a farmer, but, you know, chances are
Right.
not. The person with the letter. Now, at this point, let's have the letter come through. The letter is poetry that is written for guest 6. A love letter done with a very eloquent pen, as if written by a very, very artistic hand. This person is a person who desires someone who is already taken, whose heart belongs to another. It's very wishy-washy, you know what I mean? So yes, guess guess 7's probably an artist. By process of elimination, seeing this person with no jewelry, no weapons, no books, no treasures, a farmer has only one thing of value to them, and that is the harvest. And that is the only thing that seems to draw the attention of guest 8. It would be a good assumption that this might be the farmer.
All right, Logris, you gonna knock that Scully out of his chair and sit?
Yes.
All right. You take the skeleton of the farmer and move him off the chair. You take his seat. There's one last step.
I take. Logos will take the goblet of wine and stands.
The whole procession then immediately stands with you, including the skeleton of the farmer, who stands now behind where you currently are at. Each of which grab a glass of wine or whatever they have in front of them.
To those who have fallen. As he raises up the goblet.
What are you raising your goblet towards?
Towards those in front of me on the table. Oh, wait. No. Wait. This is where it comes up.
To the fallen.
To the
A
fallen
toast to the fallen.
would be maybe to the farmer who we've just kicked off the chair. No, wait, because he's standing too, isn't he?
He is standing. There was one clue in everything you got as to who gets the toast.
That would be
Hold
the
on.
guy who has fallen off the chair. No,
That was the knight.
that was the knight. Oh
He
no.
did push his chair back. He didn't necessarily fall.
Is he standing as well?
No, he is standing now, but he was the only guest at the start who had fallen off the chair.
Oh, okay. So he had fallen. And it's a play on words too, because it's usually the soldiers who are the fallen.
Well,
This
also
feels right.
it feels right.
That feels right.
They're all just staring at you, like, who are we toasting
Feels
to?
right. To the knight.
All right. As they all raise a toast to the knight, immediately the scene returns back to the Nine Eves. Congratulations! You have successfully managed to solve this particular puzzle, and in doing so, you have completed the Cookie Mon Triple Puzzle Challenge. I hope you liked that one. I was very proud of that one.
That was a good one. I really enjoyed that one too.
Very cunning, very enjoyable. Thank you.
Yay! And as such, the assassin bug waiter kind of individual kind of seems to be a little bit perturbed by the fact that you beat this puzzle and will bow before disappearing in a cloud of red smoke to still become a threat for later on. But the last little bit here is, as congratulations for your good work, you may level up.
Hooray!
Yay! But that will cover today's session, and hopefully, upon doing this, you will get to have more people join your group and continue on with more stuff. But this staircase will lead you up, and I'll just move you guys here to the next landing, just above where you guys are. God damn it! Frickin' stop! There we go.
I wonder if Kish would mind if we took a nap in his bed.
I mean, he wouldn't complain, really. Okay.
That's Kenny.
There you go. And, yeah, we can continue from up here where, we'll continue next time. But, guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, thank you for Schoolie. Please return both of them because we are at the end of game today. So, there you go. But thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys had fun. But we're done for today. My name is Michael. I'm the Devs Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times during the week, having games, doing fun stuff. And if you're keen, we are back for Gatewalkers later on tonight. So be sure to tune in for that. And then No Place Like Home tomorrow, which is going to feature Matt as our new player who's going to be joining that table. So huzzah! So there we go.
Indeed.
So much fun.
Your weekends all belong to Dag.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, everyone hangs out with Dag all weekend. Yay! All right, guys. Well, till we meet again, stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other because why the fuck not? It's free. And until we meet again, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks.